series, the Metabolic Resistance series, I showed you what I did at the gym. I just modified it for the home. That was my workout. It's a little advanced. I do 4 different exercises in a cardio move. And some days I skip the cardio move and I do cardio at the end. It just depends on how I feel or how busy the gym is. I wanted to do what I would do for a beginner that would have came and wanted to learn how to do the workout. So this week we're going to do 3 days and it's going to be not necessarily a beginner's resistance, but it's where you would start. You would start with 3, I would make 3 exercises and then a cardio move. And that way I like the way, trying to think who said it, upward mobility. And I think it was Stephanie W. that said it. Because I'm going to start you out and tell you how many reps, and the low end is how many you should try and get. The high end is the most that you should be able to get before you either need to add another round or you need to go up in weight. Usually it's add another round because we're only doing 3 rounds, and I do 4 rounds when I'm at the gym. So I do my 4 rounds, I burn through it, and it's an hour-long workout for me because when I'm done and doing hyperextensions, I'm at 60 minutes, so I've done it for an hour, but I'm heads down, I'm working the whole time, and it all depends on what machines I have to switch out and use, or if I have to rework what I'm doing because it's busy in there. So, but it's always about an hour. I don't usually take more than an hour. If I cut the cardio out, it's less than that. The cardio move, because then I'm going to do some type of cardio, whether it's the step mill or the rower or whatever at the end, and it just depends on how I'm feeling and if I want a little more of something. So I will have the full breakdown on my crazy workout, or below the video, I'm sorry, I will have it below the video. And like I said, there's 4 circuits and we are going to go through each one 3 times. If you're a beginner and this is still a little too much for you, start with 1 round, 2 rounds. If you're crunched for time, do 2 rounds, but do it hard. Make sure that you are pushing yourself. Don't coast through it. I don't coast through it. So just stick with me and you won't coast through it. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else I can tell you. Let's march it out and we'll get warmed up. And oh, I didn't tell you, it's a chest and shoulders and a thigh day. So no chest and triceps. We're going to save the triceps, and we're going to do the triceps and the biceps on day 3. So I will do 3 days this week, and I will do 3 days next week, and that will be a 6-day program. If you wanted to take it to the gym and do it, or if you wanted to do it at home, you could put them all together, and that would be your 6 days. Or you could do 3 days toe tap or heel tap here. Heel tap, turn the toes up, pull the arms down. My abs are sore today. I did yoga yesterday. I know that sounds crazy, Kanchana. You sent me that video link for that power yoga. Holy smokes, I really like that. I'll link it up in my, at the top. Toe taps here, tap it out, and we're gonna open up. I'll link it up for you guys. It was 56 minutes, I think. And it was just a really good asana flow yoga, power yoga. And a lot of chaturangas. So here I am doing chest today, chest and shoulders. Doesn't feel too bad though, it's my abs, I think, from holding some of those warriors. Heels up, pull them down, wake up the shoulders. We're gonna press the knees up. I'm raring to go today. It's Monday. My gym doesn't open until 9 o'clock. I wasn't waiting around for that, so I thought, it's video week. Let's do this. I've had a lot of questions. People asking me questions, not quite sure. So I'm going to give you 3 days here this week. And what some of my beginners would do is they'd start with 3 days, and as they got comfortable and learned the exercises, and it flowed a little bit more for them, they would do the 3-day program into 6 days. So they come in and they do day 1, day 2, day 3, and then they repeat it all over again in 1 week. So yeah, they would go through it quicker. All right, knees up. But then I'd make them a little bit, each time their workout would get a little more advanced at the end of the 6 or 8 weeks. Pull the hands down. Not going to set my timer until we actually start the workout. And we're going to march it out. March it out. We're going to do those inner thighs today. So, when we do these, I want you to make sure that you're using the inner thighs and not the butt. And when we get to that part, I'm going to get you through some other stuff before we make it to that, and I'll explain it as we do it. That way you're ready for it when it comes. I'm going to set this. The first 3 are going to be upper body for the chest and the shoulders, and then we're going to go right into the cardio move, and it is going to be a plie pulse, 2 plie pulses, and then you're going to burpee with a push-up. So I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to grab my towel. I'm going to lay on the floor. You're going to do a lying chest press. So you're going to want dumbbells. I can bring out a big dumbbell. I'm going to do 15 pounds. So what you're going to do, and we're doing 12 to 15 of these. Now, if you're trying to build, you're going to go heavier, and you're going to do 10 to 12. So palms face in, and you press and twist overhead. Here's 5, 6. Make sure that back is in the floor. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to keep these weights nearby because I'm going to use them. Now, this is a shoulder and a chest. You're going to hold the arms over the head. Lower it down to the sides. Tap back in. 1, 2. Press that lower back into the floor. Don't arch that back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh, you should feel those. I'm going to move my towel out of the way. We're going to do 3-way shoulders. So, front raise, palms, thumbs are up and down. These are like the 21s. We're doing 7 each way. Here's 4, 5, 6. Now 45 degrees, lift out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Upright rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woo. Okay, now, if you want the weight, I'm sticking with 10s. If you want the weight, we're doing a plie pulse, and you're pulsing down. 1, 2, hop up, and a hop. Hop them out. 1, 2. I forgot the push-up. Sorry. 1, 2. Hop the feet in. 1, 2. Here's 5. 1, 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10, 1 round. Let's go on to 2. Lay down, palms face in. Twist and press up. 3. Press that lower back into the floor. Neutral spine. 5, 6, 7, 8. Open that mouth and breathe. 9, 10, 11, 12. If you're doing heavier, you'll stop at 10 to 12, 14, 15. I don't want to build up my chest. I want it toned and not flabby. But if you want it toned up, or if you want it big, you can do large weights and you can do a lot of chest presses. But that is not a shapely breast. That is a manly chest. I don't know why you'd want to tighten those muscles to the point that you flatten out your breasts. 8, 9, 10, turn them out. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You should feel that in the sides of the shoulders and the outer pec, the outer chest. This is where we get that bra flab, that overhang. Okay, shoulder move. We've got thumbs up and down. Now if you're shrugging your shoulders and you're holding them up at your ears, your weight is too heavy. 4, you need to lower that weight. Concentrate on form. Here's 7, 45 degrees out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using 10s. 5, 6, 7. I'm using the shoulders, working those muscles. Upright row. 1. I'm not swinging with momentum and using my legs and my back. 3, to pull that weight up. 4, 5. This is like zipping up a zipper. 6, 7. Are you ready for that cardio? You're never ready for that cardio, are you? Okay, here's 1. You can leave the push-ups out if you want to. You don't have to do them. 2. If you are going to do them, make sure that you pull that chest over the dumbbells. Grasshopper arms down. Keep them close. Here's 4. Don't look under that body. 5. We're halfway there. I'll show you. 6. 7. 8. 9. Now, if you don't want to add the dumbbells, 9. 10. All right. One more round. If you're a beginner and you're only doing 2, fast forward to the next circuit. There will be an orange border and it will say circuit 2. 1, 2, 4. Press that lower back into the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoopee. All right. 10s. Lower them down to the sides and then twist up. Now, if you're arching your back and looking over your head like so, you're going to use your hip flexors to bring that weight up. I want you to lower that weight, and I want you to concentrate with the shoulders. My back is flat and pressed into the floor. 9, 10, I can only do 12 of these. 11 and 12. If you want 15, you go for 15. If you want 10, you stop at 10. It depends on your goal. If you want to lose weight, you want to do lower reps or lower weights, higher reps. I posted that on the trim and tone versus big and strong. Here's 3. Turn those palms down. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 45. 1. Bend those knees. Keep yourself from throwing that weight up. Engage the core. 4, 5, 6. Are you ready for the upright rows? Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You ready for those plies? Here's your cardio. 1, pull forward, push up, jump squat. 2, 1. Here's 5. 6. 7. 8. You feeling them? If you need to get rid of the weight and just use body weight, it's okay. Here's 10. Oh. Okay. Wide legs. We are going to do a plie squat, and you're going to turn, squat, turn, squat, turn. I'm going to use my sandbag. You can use a dumbbell. I'll show you with a dumbbell first. Then we're going to do a wide squat out. You know this one. Out and then overhead. It's a shoulder day. You want to go light so that you can go low enough to hit the inner thighs, and then we're going to drop those weights, or you can hold them and we're going to do some pulses. So If you don't have a sandbag and you have a heavy bell, heavy kettlebell, I didn't bring mine out, heavy dumbbell, we're doing 12 to 15 of these. Down, 2. Oh, that's each side, by the way. 3, 4, 5. On your lunge, make sure you're going straight up and down. This one's 7. Don't lunge past that front knee. 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep going. 1, 3, 4, 5. Feel it in your inner thighs. 6. Of the knee that's dropping to the floor. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Whew. Okay. I'm doing 8s with these. 1. Wish I would have picked 5s. 2. 4, 5, 6, sorry, getting ahead of myself. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. Now, if you want to drop those weights, plie position, right toe up, pulse down, 2, inner thigh, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, other foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, both are going up, 8, 9, 10, inner thigh, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, legs are shaking. All right, T-raise push-up to a burpee. If you want to do weight, you can. I'm going to show you without first. So, right, push up, left, hop the feet in. Oh, the floor is slippery. 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there. Here's 6. 7. 8. Now, if you're a beginner and you can only get 5 of these out, it's okay. You're working up to 10. Here's 9. Pull forward, push up, look at the floor, don't look under. Can we do one more? 10. Okay, ready for round 2? Sweat's rolling down on me. Gonna try the sandbag. 12 rounds of everything, or 12 reps of everything in this one, okay? If you want to use the bag, 1, 2, 2. I'm going to show you what not to do. Don't take your knee past your toe. Straight up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's 6, halfway there. 7, 8, 9, whoops, 8, here's 9, 9, 10, here's 10. If you need to drop the weight, 11, 12. You should feel that in the inner thighs and the shoulders. Okay, grab your dumbbells. Are you ready? Wide out. And then overhead. Don't shrug those shoulders. 2. Now listen, if the weight gets to be too heavy, there's 3. Squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I'm dropping these. Plie pulses. Right toes up. 1, 2, pulse down, inner thigh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Left up, toe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can take them both up, right here. 1, 2. If you need to hold on to a chair for balance, grab a chair. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are they shaking? They should be. Oh, we have that cardio move. You can add weights if you want to. I'm not on these. When you add weight, you have a tendency to use momentum to swing it up. 1, 2. You could use a small weight if you want to. I messed up on talking. 3. T-raise, push up, T-raise, burpee. 5. Now if you're a beginner, you can go to your hands and knees. And you can also step in. Step back. T-raise, push up. T-raise, and then step in. This one's 5. Up, push up, Here's 6. If you finish before me, you can get a drink and towel off. I know I was showing the beginner move. I hope you advanced people kept doing your thing. Here's 7. There's 8. 2 more. Here's 9. One more. Here's 10. Oh, hop in. Whew. Towel off, grab a drink. Oh. We have one more round, unless you're a beginner. You fast forward here, go to the orange border where it says circuit 3, and you'll begin circuit 3. Otherwise, come with me on these. Oh, I'm gonna grab the 15. One. The leg that you're dropping down, the knee, is the inner thigh you want to be feeling. 2. Here's 3. 4. Drop it down to where you feel that inner thigh. 5. 5. 6. We're halfway there. 6. 7. 8. Sorry, I think this one's 8. I got ahead of myself. 8. Here's 9. 9. Here's 10. 10. Here's 11. Inner thighs. 1 more each side. 12. Woo. 12. Oh. Oh. Okay. Hey, if I did that bag, I wouldn't have been able to do these 8s. So, see, all you got to do is lower your weights. You don't have to have heavy, heavy weights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I gotta drop my weights. 11 and 12. Whoa. Plie pulse. Inner thighs. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inner thigh. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Left. 2, 3. Inner thigh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can you do both? 1, 2, down. 4, 5, right here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was the last time you had to do that this week. This week, unless you choose to repeat this. Okay. Hop back. 1. 2. 3. 4. Here's 5. Halfway there. On the last round. There's 6. Here's 7. Here's 8. We've got 2 more in ya. Just this one and 1 more. And we're almost done with this one. You can have a drink. Here's 10. Whew. Okay. I have the ball out. If you don't have a ball, but you have a bench or a coffee table that you can lay over, I'm going to go this way so you can see this. These are circle raises overhead. Now, when you stand, you grab way too much weight. I know, because I've watched people, and you do this. You use that body to get up in that back. This is targeting the shoulders. We're gonna do, I guess we could call it a Superman, but it's a lying circle raise. So you're gonna want a low weight, and then we're gonna do a close grip pullover with a close grip press, either with the weight. I brought the easy curl bar out. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put my towel down because I need this bench to do lunges, and I don't want it soaking wet, then I slip and break my neck, and I'm soaked. So you lay down, and the head is supported. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, there's 12. You can't use a lot of weight for these because you can't use your back or your lower body to raise that weight up. It's all shoulder. You should be doing 5 to 8 pounds or no weight at all. So that was on the bench. The second round I'll show you on the stability ball. But for those of you that are advanced, I'm sure you already know. All right, close grip pullover with close grip press. You can either use the dumbbell, or if you have an easy curl bar, the bar is 25 pounds, and I have 5 pounds on there on both sides, so 10 pounds, so 35 pounds. You don't need a lot of weight. You're going to go pull over and a press. 2. Now, when you do this pullover, you want to press that lower back into the bench or into the floor. 5. Engage that core. Here's 6. 7. 8. Here's 9. 10. 11. 12. Oh man. Okay. We'll put that off to the side. All right. You get to do a front bench lunge. Do you remember those ones? You're gonna stand behind the bench. I'm gonna use my sandbag. You lunge forward, and you're gonna drop the knee to the floor. You're not going past the knee on the bench. You're dropping down, so plant it and drop down. I like lunges to the bench because when you lunge to the floor, you naturally do a forward momentum and you push that knee past the toe. You are literally planting and dropping. You should feel it in the inner thigh of the leg that you're dropping to the floor. You might have to stand back further. I'm only 5'3", I'm short. So if you have longer legs, you could be much further back on the bench or on the floor from the bench than I am. 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. Oh, you should feel these. 13. Now, 14. If you're a beginner and you can't alternate these feet, you can plant one foot on the bench and do one leg at a time. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is where I told you, the inner thighs. So we're in a plie position and you're down and you're on your toes and you're gonna squeeze and pulse the inner thighs in. Now, if being on your toes is too much, you can lower down, but I want you to make sure, this is the only time I'm going to tell you that the weight should be in your toes. If they're in your heels, you're going to do the butt. You want to feel the inner thighs. So if you can lift those heels, it's a pulse up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing 20 of these. We already did 10 in that explanation. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You feel it? Whew. Somebody said, I like it when you say, do you feel it? Like you're gonna answer me. Okay, lying circle raise. If you have the stability ball and you don't have a bench, you get onto your stability ball. Hopefully my bench won't be in the way. I'm gonna have to go this way, guys. And you go out, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're not doing any weight, 6, 7, 8. It's okay, it's hard without it. 9. If you have a tube, you can put it around your feet. 10, 11, and 12. Oh, okay. Now, if you don't have a bench for the close grip pullovers, and if you don't have an easy curl bar, you would be on the floor. Say you only have a dumbbell. Maybe you only have 2 light dumbbells. If you have 1 heavy dumbbell, remember, press that lower back into the floor. Push that tailbone towards the feet. 1, 2. If you forget, raise those legs up. It'll make you push that lower back into the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. And you have to have a neutral head and neck, all right? If you are looking up to the ceiling and craning your neck like this, you're gonna make your back arch. You don't wanna make your back arch. So you want to think about keeping the head in a neutral position. So like having a apple under your chin or a grapefruit. You don't want to be crunching forward. You don't want to be tugging it backwards. Okay, front bench lunges, I'll go from the side so that you can see form. And again, I told you I'm short. If you're tall and you have a longer gait than me, you will stand further back, but you want to stand to where, and if you're a beginner, you're going to stay here and you're going to drop up and down. And it's the down position of the inner thigh, all right? Let's go. 1, 2. Easiest way to remember is think about having a metal rod running up and down your spine so you can't bend forward. When you lunge forward like this, you push the entire knee forward. So you want to stay upright and drop down. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can you do 3 more? 13, 14, 15. Wow. Now, if you want to, you can keep a weight. We're going to balance on the toes. Legs are down, and you're going to pulse up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, inner thighs. Pretend you're squeezing a ball. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Woo-wee. Can you feel that? Okay, we got one more round. So you can use the bench, or you can use the floor, or you can use a ball. All right? I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna turn this way so I'm on the mat, but you can still see me. 1, 2. You can stand for these. 4, but you want to lower your weight. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew. Easy curl bar or dumbbells. It's up to you. Feet on the floor or feet in the air. It's up to you. Just as long as you keep that back in the, my ball is in the way. 1. You can even bend the knees. Okay, I gotta go this way. I'm sorry. Ball is in the way. Still in the way. Stupid ball. Stupid ball. Okay, 1, 2, 4. Oh, my legs are up and then you can't see, can ya? Oh, bad set, huh? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, here's 12. Oh, I know I did way more than 12, that's okay. Had a hard time with that one. All right, if you don't have a bag and you have a bar, you can use your bar for your front bench lunges. You can use dumbbells for your front bench lunges. You can either hold them up at your shoulders, like so. I like them up here because it forces you to stay upright. If you bend forward, you're gonna throw those dumbbells right off. I can't talk and do this. Okay, there we go. Here's 4, when you have them down here, what do? You go like this, don't you? We don't want to go like that. We want to go like that. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Are your legs getting tired? Mine are. 12. 13. 14. 15. Okay. You have those plie pulses. So bring your feet out wide. Come up onto your toes and lower down. It's a pulse up right here, inner thighs. Hold those inner thighs. You feel them? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Okay, we're on to number 5, circuit 5. We're at 45 minutes. This is about right. To a swing over the left shoulder. You can either use a ball. I'll start with the ball. You can use a weighted ball. You can use a kettlebell. You can use a dumbbell. We got right side, left side, and then we've got a frog hop push-up, and I've got the hand on the ball. So you're gonna go right and swing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be feeling it in the inner thigh of this left leg as you lunge out. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Frog hop push-up. Dog hair on me. All right. Push up. Frog hop in and roll the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Okay. All right, we're going to alternate squatting out wide to an inner thigh lunge. Squat out and an inner thigh lunge. 2. Do Do you remember your inner thigh lunges? 3, turn the toe out. 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Have a piece of grit in my mouth. Toes to 2 o'clock. Left toe is to 10 o'clock. 2 and 10. Whoops, wrong foot. My bad. 8. 9. 10. One more. 10. Out left. We have 10 of those each side. Woo! You should feel those in the inner thigh. Okay, if you don't have a ball and you have a dumbbell, you're gonna go right lunge, twist up. Engage the obliques. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I gotta move over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, frog hop push-ups. Say you don't have a ball. Say it isn't so. If you have a bench, guess what? I'm gonna slide this up so that I'm on the mat. Push up, hop the feet in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 2 more? 11 and 12. Woo! All right. Ready for those 10? Side squat. If you want to use weight, I'm going to show you. Side squat out, 2 o'clock, inner thigh lunge, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It's your toes. You're turning your toes out. It's a front lunge. Just turn your toe. 3. Get the move before you add weight. There's 3 each side. 4. 4. 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. You should feel those inner thighs. Here's 8. 8. Ooh, 8. 9. 9. This is a ballet squat because your toes are not turned out all the way like a plie. That's the last one. One more round. You have it in ya? Yeah. Right legs first. Side lunge and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 more. 14, 15, 1. Are you shaking yet? 2. Your arms should be shaking. 3, 4, and your legs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, 15. Now, if you don't have a ball and you don't have a bench and you only have the floor, it's okay. Let me go this way. You walk the hand out and push up. Frog hop in. 2, 3. 1 is close, 1 is wide. Here's 6. 7. If you need to go to the beginner move, 8, and skip the hop. 9, if you want the hop in, but beginner push-up. 10, 11, 12. Ooh. Okay, lunges and we're done. We're at 395 calories. Squat out, lunge in. Squat out, lunge in. 2, 2, inner thighs. 3, inner thighs. 3, 4, 4, 5, lunge in. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Can we do 3 more on each leg? Last 3, Whew. Last two. Last two, sorry. Got your hopes up, didn't I? Last one each leg, right? Right, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock with that toe. 10 o'clock. And 10 o'clock with that toe. Oh, wow, grab a drink. Okay. 59 minutes and 17 seconds. Now, you are learning them. As you do this and you get more familiar with it, you will be amazed at how you go through this. With the 3 exercises and the cardio move, you should be more around 45 minutes if you're moving through it. We're going to do abdominals first. I'm going to give your legs a break. And then I have a a double bonus for your thighs. I like the bonuses because you can tack them onto anything. You can do somebody else's video if you want. And then if you want to, you can go back and do one of my bonuses. Or you can do one of my bonuses in the evening. You don't have to do it right after the workout if you don't want to. So we are going to do, there's 8 exercises, 8 rounds. 15 seconds on, 45-second rest. We're going to go through it 2 times, and we're only going to do it 2 times because we're going to do inner thighs. I'm going to give you a blowout with your inner thighs. So you don't need the stability ball, but if you have a stability ball, you can grab it. I'm going to move this. No, I'm not going to move the step because we're going to use it for the inner thighs. And if you have a dumbbell and you want to use a dumbbell for some of these moves, you can. If you have a weighted ball, you can. I forgot I brought my little weighted ball out. I covered it up with my towel. I wondered where that went to. It's easier to grip when your hands are sweaty than these big balls, the slam ball type. I can't think. Let me get this set up. Okay, so we did a whopping 423 calories with that workout. Now, again, my watch is geared towards me. So, if you're doing heavier weights or you're heavier, you're going to see that you're going to burn more calories. But you can figure, when you do freestyle training like this with the cardio moves in it and the compound moves, you can burn upwards of 500 to 530 calories an hour, which is equal to running. But the benefits are such a plus with the freestyle because you're using weights and strength, and it keeps your metabolism going for up to 48 hours. So you keep the afterburn. When you stop running, women especially, we are trained, our bodies, genetically to hold on to every calorie and all of the nutrition and all of the fat that we can, because we are child bearers and our body needs that for the days of the famine. And I know I explained it before, but I'm going to drive it home. So if you like to do cardio, do your weight training first and then do your cardio, because it takes women 20 minutes into a workout before their body will start burning fat. You'll burn glycogen stores and all of the energy that you have in your body, all the food, before you'll actually tap into the fat stores. So if you want it to be beneficial when you do cardio, do your strength training first and do your cardio afterwards. The other thing is when you do cardio first, you're fatigued. Your ligaments loosen, and when you go to lift, if you're gonna lift heavy weights, because some people say, I can lift this much weight, this is what I'm doing, I'm gonna pile on all this weight. That's when you get injured, because everything is loosened then, and when you go to lift, you're fatigued, your ligaments are loosened, and that's when you cause an injury to yourself. So think before you go picking anything up that's too heavy or doing anything like that. All right, so we have 8 rounds. I'm gonna set the timer. We're gonna go through it one time, then we're gonna go through it one more time, unless you're a beginner and you don't wanna go through it a second time. We are going to do, I gotta tie this down, my page came out. Crunch in and a press out, all right? Okay, so it's a crunch in, feet crunch in. We've done it before. I'm gonna show it to you. Wait for the beeper. You're gonna crunch in and you're gonna press out. Now, when you do this, you wanna make sure that your lower back is in the floor. So if your legs need to be up here to keep that lower back in the floor, you keep that lower back in the floor by taking your feet where they need to go. Exhale on the exertion. So when you press out and you're engaging that core, you're exhaling. Inhale on the in. Ooh, all right, Lena's favorite. 10 flutter kicks. And then we are gonna crunch in, and as we press out, we're gonna twist to the side. Then we're gonna hold out for flutter kicks. So we're gonna do 10 of those. Are you ready? Again. Keep that lower back in the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, twist left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crunch in and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, twist left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! We're doing side toe taps. All right? Get into the plank. If you want to be on a stability ball, you can. What I want you to think about is being in your plank position. Pull that chest forward and engage that core. Tap, tap. I'm going to turn. Tap. Think about pulling your chest through to your hands. Don't look under that body. Don't let your hips sag. Okay, all right. You're gonna pull in, right leg out, left leg out, reach overhead, crunch in. Right, left, reach. That's the hollow pose. Right, left, reach overhead, crunch in. Right, left, reach. Are you keeping that lower back in the floor? Reach. Right, left, reach overhead, and crunch in. Right, left, overhead reach, crunch in. Right, left, overhead reach, and in. Right, left, overhead reach, then crunch in. Right, left, reach it over. Woo! Oh, okay. If you want to do a weight, you can do a weight here. I'm going to grab an 8. You're going to do a V crunch. And then crunch through. Crunch up. Crunch through the legs. If you don't want to use weight, you crunch up and reach through. Up. My tailbone always hurts. The cement is rough out here. Crunch up, reach through. Up, reach through. Up, reach through. If you need to crunch in with the hands, whoo, you should feel them. Okay. Oh, we're doing the right side lunge. Hold the weight in the left hand, and you're crunching over. I did that wrong, my bad. There we go. Now, everybody does this, and they bend to the side that they have the weight. The weight is pulling them down. So you're getting a stretch. You're not really contracting the muscles. If you do it this way, hold your left obliques. Feel them contract. You don't need a lot of weight for this. You want to contract the obliques. And then we gotta switch. I know your thighs are tired. Holding in that position is not easy, is it? That inner thigh is getting a lot of work there. Okay, so you're holding it in your left. You're contracting the right oblique. You got that? Pelvic tilt. So that means push that hip forward. Contract. I'm only using a 15-pound dumbbell. Hyperextensions are last. If you have a stability ball, you can use it. If you're on the floor, you'll raise up. So if you're on the floor, you're literally just lifting up and contracting the muscles right here in the lower back, the spina erecta muscles that run and support the lower back. If you're on the stability ball, you're not coming up like this and hyperextending the back. You're contracting those muscles. I see a lot of people that'll do that. They'll crunch those discs. They'll crunch their back up so high that they overextend, and then they end up with disc problems. You're literally focusing on these lower muscles right here. If you hold, you can feel them contract. We did the abdominals. You have to do the opposite body part, which is the lower back. Otherwise, if you're only ever training your abdominals and your lower back is weak, you end up like this, and you end up pushing your stomach out because your spine and your back are not strong enough. And it's an imbalance, it's causing an imbalance. We've got one more round of these, so I'm gonna press the timer and we're going. We're gonna crunch in first, do the basic one. If you need your feet to be up high, you go to where, when you start to arch and you feel it in the hip flexors, you need to raise back up and press that lower back into the floor. Crunch in and press out. Take breaks when you need to. If you start to feel it more in the hip flexors and the front of the legs, that means that your lower abdominals are weak. If you're feeling it in the head and the neck, lower your head and neck down. Concentrate on crunching in. Whew. Okay, we got those flutter kicks, Lena. Lena likes the flutter kicks. If you feel it in your lower back and you need to, you can put your hands underneath your butt to support them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crunch in, press out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crunch in, twist left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In and crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crunch left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, crunch right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, crunch left. Whoo! We got those side toe taps. Okay, remember what I said? You're in a plank position. Pull that chest forward. All right, press out of the shoulders. Tap. If you are hanging on the arms and the shoulders, yeah, you can do plank forever. If you want to make it harder, you can come up. Just remember, pull that chest forward, pull it through. Engage the core. We're going to that hollow pose. All right. We're going to crunch in, and then it's right out, hollow pose, sweep around. Right out, left out, hollow pose, and around. Right, left, hollow pose. Right, left, hollow pose. Sweep around. Right, left, hollow pose. Right, left, right, left, hollow pose. Right, left, hollow pose. Keep that lower back pressed into the floor. Woo! We have, oh, this one, V up. This is, you can tell, is my weak one. It doesn't stop me from doing it. V up, wide. V up, wide. V up, wide. V up, reach in, up, reach through, up, reach through, up, oh, woo, okay, right side lunge, hold that weight in the right side, contract to the left, this way, oblique, left oblique, oh, my, these are sore, it has to be. 6, 8, 9, 10, 13, Left leg is out, right leg is back. Bend that knee, bend that right knee. Pelvic tilt. Oh, timer didn't go off, did it? I'm ahead of myself. You can hold the hand down if you want. You can hold it at your waist. I find it best to hold it at my head. That way you stay in an upright position. You're not leaning forward. You're not leaning too far back. Your legs should be tired and shaking. All of our floor work for the thighs is going to be on the floor. Or all our bonus work is going to be on the floor. Hyper extensions, and then we're going to do the inner thighs. And we're done. You can take the hands behind the head. You can take them out if you want. It's the lower back that you're contracting. You can hold them back here. You can feel it contract right here on the spina erectus. The muscles that run up and down your spine. That's what supports them and keeps them in line. Okay, we have inner thighs to do. "30 seconds of everything. No break on these. We're moving from one to the next. If you have a bench, you can prop your feet up on the bench. Oh, I'm talking, I missed it. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and we are doing 8 rounds, and we're going to do it 2 times through, okay? So, if you have a bench, you can put your feet on the bench. Walk the feet in. It's okay if you don't. You can keep them on the floor. We are going to do a bridge. If you want to, you can hold a ball between the knees. You don't have to. You're going to pulse in. Are you ready? These are your inner thighs. You can pretend like you're holding a ball between the knees and you're pulsing in, or you can hold the ball. Now your feet are close on this one. The next one, we're going to take the feet wide. And it's all inner thigh work. You will feel it in the glutes holding in the bridge position, but the focus should be on the inner thighs. Walk your feet out, and you're going to hold them in and pulse. Hold them in and pulse. The next one is a series. We're going to walk the feet back in. You're going to lift up. You're going to open the knees out. And you're going to pull them in and lower back down. So we're going to give these hips and thighs a break a minute. So walk them in. You go up, open, in, down. Up, open, in, down. Up, open, in, down. You can use bands if you want to. I would like for you to get the moves first. The next one is going to be a frog feet, legs in the air, and you pull down and press up. Keep your feet together. As you press up, you squeeze those inner thighs.
We're gonna hold them down and we're gonna pulse in, and then we're gonna do a combination move. Now, are you holding that lower back? Are you pressing it into the floor, or are you arching it? Make sure you're pressing that lower back into the floor. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Hold them down and press them in like you're pressing in a ball. Again, press that lower back into the floor. Don't arch it. Don't feel it in the hip flexors. Make those inner thighs work. Now, we're going to, on the next one, the feet are going to press up. You're going to open the legs wide. You're going to pull them in and keep the feet together and drop into a frog move. I'll show you, don't worry. Up, open, in, down. We got to get them ready. We're going to hold those legs out. Are you ready? You're going to hold them out. Pulse. Lead with the heels. Hold them out and pulse. Inner thighs, like you're pulsing in a ball. Now we're going to pull them all the way up and back out. Pull in, down, in, pull in. You're leading with the heels. If you go to the gym and you do that inner thigh machine, so many people keep their feet forward and work the quads. If you're doing inner thigh, your toes should be turned out so that the focus is on the inner thighs. If you're doing the outer thighs, your toes should be turned in. The feet go the exact opposite way of what you want to do. Are you ready? We're going to do that again. Bridge up. Pulse. Feet are closed. Pulse. Press. Pulse. Pulse in. If you want to have a ball, you can have a ball between your thighs. Ready? We're going to take the feet wide. You're going to keep the knees close though, and you're going to continue to pulse. Pulse them. Inner thighs. Pulse them. Feel those inner thighs. Put your fingers on them. Do you feel them working? Do you feel your inner thighs working? Feel those muscles contracting. Can you feel them? We're going to do the bridge. We're going to lift up, open the knees out, pull them back in and drop it down. You get a little break here. We've had them contracted. So it's up, open, in, down. Up, open, pull in. There's your inner thigh. Pull in. Whew. Okay, frog feet, pull down. And we're going to hold them together and we're going to pull those knees in. Are you pressing that lower back into the floor? Engage the core. Don't let it arch. Look to your feet. Don't look back behind you. Don't overextend that head and neck. Pulse in, like you have a ball between your thighs. You can put them one there if you want. Are you ready? On the beat, 12 seconds. We're going to press those feet up, open them wide. Hold them in, keep the feet together and drop them to a frog foot. Up, open, in, down. Give those thighs a little bit of a break before we pulse them out there. Are you leading with the heels? Thinking about the inner thighs? Pressing the lower back into the floor? Are you feeling it? Woo. Hold them out. Pulse them in. Small, halfway pulse. Inner thighs, halfway pulse. Pulse them in, pulse them in. Pulse. Press that lower back into the floor. Are you just now feeling them? Should we do it one more time? Yeah, I think we should. All the way in. All the way in. Squeeze. Like you have somebody pressing on those inner thighs and you're using the inner thighs to pull your legs in. Pull them in. Pull them in. Are you ready? Put those feet down. Pull those legs up. Let's go. Pulse them. Last time, I promise. Pulse them. Press. We're going to make them tired today. Remember, we're going to walk our feet out on the next one and keep our knees in, and we're going to pulse in. So like you have a ball between your thighs. If you want to put one there, you can. But the problem is it's got to be big enough that you don't drop it. It's not a butt exercise. It's an inner thigh exercise. So if you're holding on to the ball and pulsing your butt up, then it becomes a butt move instead of an inner thigh move. So you just want to think that there's a ball there and you're squeezing it. Pulse, press, squeeze, pulse. Whew. You know, we're going to walk our feet in and we're going to do up, open, in, and down next. You will get a little bit of butt work with this because you are in a bridge position, but the focus should be on the inner thighs. Up, open, in, down. Frog feet are next. Oh, raise those legs up. Inner thighs. Keep those feet together. Lower them down. We're going to hold them down. Are you pressing that lower back into the floor? I know, I'm going to nag you about that till it becomes second nature. When the legs go up, the back goes down, right? Right. Engage the core. If I come over and I punch you, it should be tight, right? Could I punch you in the stomach? No, I won't do that. Hold them down, pulse in. Pulse in. Are you keeping the head and the neck in a neutral position? Don't look up, don't arch that. Don't put a kink in your neck. Don't look back. That's what causes your back to arch. You want to look forward. Lead with the chin. Lead with the chin. We're almost done. You know what's next? Up, open, in, down. Give them a little bit of a break. Show them some love. You get a stretch, then a pull in. And then we're going to hold them out. You're going to lead with the heels, and you're going to pulse those inner thighs, just like you would on the inner thigh machine. Remember, if you go to the gym and you use that machine, your toes go out when you're pulling in. When you're pulling the inner thighs in, when you're using the inner thigh, when the machine is in this position, your toes should be pointed out. That works the inner thighs. If you turn them like this, you get the quadricep. You don't want the quadricep. You want the inner thigh machine, right? If you were doing the straps at the cable machine and you have it hooked to your ankle You should be leading with the heel. You should take some of that weight off because your inner thigh is not very strong. All the way up and down. Up. Oh no, we just go in, right? Or do we? I think I messed up. I think it's just all the way in. My bad, I'm talking. Press that lower back into the floor. Woo! Inner thighs feeling it? Mine are. We are not doing another round. This is it. Oh. Oh. Wow, okay. Cool down and stretch. Alrighty. Let us pull those feet in for those inner thighs since we're already on the back. Pull the heels together, stretch out the inner thighs. We're going to lower that left leg down. You're going to take that right leg and you're going to cross it over the left. All right, you're going to feel this in the inner thigh. You're going to lower the left leg to the floor and keep that right leg folded out. You get a nice hip stretch, but you feel it in the inner thighs as well. You can turn and look over the right shoulder. You can raise the arms up over the head if it's too much to keep them out in the T. If your shoulders hurt, raise them up into goalpost arms. Feel a nice stretch through the obliques as well from all the abdominals that we did. And you'll get the rectus abdominis. Now you're going to come up and you're going to cross that right leg over the left. And you're going to pull the opposite way so that we get this left oblique. Don't worry, we'll get the other side. You'll feel it in the hip too as well. It's so quiet out here today. Nobody's up and moving yet. I guess everybody's sleeping in or they're away and at the beach today because I think we might get lucky and not get any rain until later. We didn't get any yesterday either. All right, come back up. And I want you to uncross those legs. Left leg crosses over. This is a half pigeon pose, all right? We like the pigeon, don't we? You're gonna roll over to the right, look to the left, let the left leg fall out, inner thigh, hip stretch, oblique on the left side. Look over to the left. If this hurts your shoulders, raise into a goalpost with the arms. You go to where you feel comfortable with them. We're gonna stretch out the shoulders and the chest today. Oh, we worked them so hard. All those push-ups, all those variations, different things. Okay. Now you're going to bring that right leg back up. You're going to cross that left leg over and you're going to pull that right leg to the left side and stretch it the opposite way. Feels so good. You should feel that across the back of the glutes, the piriformis and the hip. On the right side, you should feel it in the left inner thigh. Release it, bring it back up. Bring the feet together, drop the knees apart, goddess pose. Now when you do this, what do? We press that lower back into the floor. Don't arch and put strain in your lower back. Pull the abdominals tight. Press the back in. This should feel so much better. Your knees might not drop to the floor, but it's about the stretch. If you're like this and you're arching that back, you're putting a lot of strain in the lower back. Make sure that you pelvic tilt. Press the tailbone to the floor. Bring the arms overhead. Stay here. You're going to take that right arm, pull it across the chest, press on the tricep. Press that arm over and feel that stretch. Now, you're going to bring that right arm back up. You're gonna raise it over your head, and you're gonna grab a hold with the left arm, and you're gonna pull over the head. Feel a nice stretch. You'll feel that down through the side, the right side, chest, shoulder, oblique, and release it. Bring the arm back down. Bring it around. Left arm comes across. Pull in on that left. Are you still holding that lower back in, or are you forgetting and letting it arch? And release it. Sweep that left arm overhead. Grab a hold with the right. Stretch it out. Pull, feel that stretch. Breathe. Breathe all of that tension out of the body. And release it. Bring them back. Bring the hands to the legs. Pull the legs together. Grab a hold of the feet. Cross. Pull on those toes and pull the knees in. Feel that stretch. Now, if your right leg is crossed on top of the left, you'll feel it in the right hip and glute. So, and if it's the other one, you'll feel it in the other side. The leg that's on top is the side you're going to feel it in most. So you're going to release those legs and you're going to cross them the opposite way and you're going to pull in. Now you should feel it in the top leg. Mine is the left, and you'll feel it right here. We're getting ready. We're going to do a frog pose. So, uncross those legs. Give me a happy baby pose. Hold down on those arches and stretch out those inner thighs. Are you pressing that lower back into the floor? Yeah, you are, aren't you? You don't want to hear me say that. Slide the hands down to the knees. Roll, 2, and let's roll all the way up. Oh. You're going to cross those feet, or however you want, to come back, and we're going to do child's pose first. So the knees are wide, press back, glutes and hips. We're going to stretch them out. You're going to walk up. Walk the knees in. You're going to walk the hands out to puppy pose. So the forehead's going to go onto the floor. Chest is stretched. Arms are out. You're keeping your knees and your hips lined up. So you want to keep them up like a tabletop pose. And you want to walk the hands out so you feel this in the shoulders and the chest. You're going to release it, and you're going to walk the hands back. You're going to come into a chaturanga. Knees are bent, lower all the way down to the floor. Arms come out, press onto the left arm, and straighten out that right arm. Feel that stretch in the chest and the shoulder. If you want to reach back with that left arm to clasp the right, and open up the left chest, you can, or if you feel good here, you can stay here, or you can open up at the ankle. You can grab at the ankle and open up the chest and the shoulders. It all depends on your flexibility and where you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable here with the stretch in the right shoulder and the chest, you stay here. You take it to where you feel comfortable. We're going to roll back over, and you're going to pull into a cobra stretch. Stretch up, keep the elbows bent. You're going to pull the head and neck forward. Pull the chest forward like you're trying to pull your chest to your hands. Stretch out the lower back and the abdominals. You're going to lower down. One more time. You pull up, but you pull out. So you're not going like this. You're going like this and you're pulling forward. Do you feel that stretch in the core, in the chest? Lay down, extend the left arm out, roll over onto the right. You can either cross the hand behind you and try and reach for that right arm or that left arm. You can grab the ankle and stretch out. My range of motion isn't as good on this side. You want to keep the head and neck down as much as you can. Or you can keep it right here and feel that stretch. We're going to roll back over one more time with the cobra stretch, and then we're going to pull the knees in for frog. So, you're right here, hands are at your chest, and you pull forward. Pull forward, think about that. Get the head and neck out of the turtle shell. Pull the chest like you're trying to pull it towards your hands. And lower it down one more time. And release it. You're going to pull up onto the hands and knees just like we were in puppy dog pose. But you're going to walk the feet out, and instead of sitting back, you drop your chest down to the floor and let the knees slide out so that you stretch the inner thighs. So it's like a fallen tabletop pose. It's like, you know, Bambi, when Bambi is sliding on the ice and his legs go out from under him. That's sort of what we're doing here. We're staying in an upright position, but dropping our inner thighs and our groin towards the floor, but we're not pressing back, straight down. Not a child's pose. And you're gonna release it. Slide the knees in. Alrighty. We're gonna come up onto our feet, and we're gonna do a little flow. So come to the front of the mat. Deep breath, inhale, pelvic tilt, so you're not like this, you're tilting like this, all right? Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, hang, stretch out the hamstrings, stretch out the shoulders. If you want to rock side to side, you can. We're going to place those hands on the floor, flat back, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold down. You're going to raise all the way up. We're going to go into a chaturanga, deep breath. Inhale, exhale, flow down. Plant the hands by the feet. Hop or step back. Chaturanga, hold. Upward facing dog or cobra. Back to a downward facing dog. Toes are together, heels are apart. Raise that right leg up. We are going to pull forward and come into a crescent lunge all the way up. Inhale. Turn the toe. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Fall back to a warrior three. We're going to fall forward. Side angle pose. Either rest the right hand on the thigh or lower it down to the floor. Take the left arm overhead. Feel a nice stretch in the obliques. You're engaging the core on this. We're going to turn forward. You're going to rotate. Open up that chest. While we're here, slide that right leg over into pigeon pose. Take the hands, pull forward, don't round down. Pull the shoulders back and forward. Fall forward, stretch out the hip and the inner thigh. You can take the arms overhead. You can press the right arm up, bring the left arm across, stretch out the shoulder. Bring the right arm up, pull the left arm under. Come back up, Three-legged down dog. I gotta watch my dumbbell. You're gonna pull the right leg forward, plant the foot, and you're gonna lift and go into a half moon. Bend the knee if you need to. Keep the face pointing down, or if you can look up at the leg, you can open up that chest. You're gonna fall back into a high lunge. Twist. And from here, you're gonna lift up on that left leg and bring the left foot into the right foot. Stay in a twisted chair pose. Deep breath, raise up. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. Bend the knees, let it hang. We got to do that all on the left side. Deep breath, hands to the floor. Exhale, we're going to raise up. Are you ready for your chaturanga down? Exhale, you're going to plant the hands by the feet. Hop back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. Feet are together, the left leg is going to go up. Raise it up. Pull that left foot forward, high lunge. Deep breath. Warrior one, turn that foot. Exhale to a warrior two. Fall back, inhale, warrior three. We're going to fall forward. Side angle pose, either left arm to the left knee and raise that right arm over, or you can go all the way down for a nice stretch, wherever you feel comfortable. I'm going to turn, twist, right hand to the floor, left arm opens, and we're going to hold it here. You're going to do a pigeon pose. Bring that left arm back down. Slide that left leg forward, and you're going to take the hands, pull the chest forward, stretch out the back. You're not coming up like this, you're pulling forward. Don't let the shoulders fall. If you're like this, what do? You lean forward. Turn the palms, pull the chest through. You're going to lay down, and you can either just come straight down, or you can twist that pigeon and bring that right arm over underneath that left. You'll feel a nice stretch in the left side and a nice stretch on the right shoulder and chest. Put the weight into the left hand, push up, pull the right hand under. You're going to kick back, three-legged down dog. You're going to come back forward. Bring that leg up. You're going to plant that leg and go into a half moon on the left side. You'll always have one side that's stronger than the other. If you're wobbling, engage the core, that's good. If you're wobbling, that means you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. You're going to fall back into a high lunge. Hands to the chest, twist to the left, or to the right. To the left. I don't know my right from my left today. Now, keep the weight in the left foot. You're going to come up with the right foot. So bend and step up. Seated chair twist. You're going to raise up. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, fall forward. Clasp those hands. Bend those knees. Stretch out the hamstrings. I want you to walk the feet wider. I want you to bring the hands down. Left hand is going to come to the floor and bend that left knee. You're going to raise that right hand up. If you want to, you can go into a bind. I'm going to turn and face you, you would be bent knee on the left side. You would open up that chest. From here, you go into bird of paradise. So what you do is you put the weight into the right leg and you raise up, and this is bird of paradise. And you'll fall out of it too, okay? So you have to, this is where you're pushing the envelope and pushing yourself to get stronger. And then if you can, I can't, you can raise your legs straight up, okay? So deep breath, inhale, exhale. Now we have to do the right side. So bend the right leg, and the right arm bends and the left arm goes up. You can bind and you can stay here. So you open your shoulders, and if you want to make it a little more challenging, you put that weight into the left leg, and that right leg is going to lift off the floor. And it takes some time. There we go. And then you can raise that right leg up, or you can hold it here and press out and open those shoulders. And then you lower those legs down. Deep breath, inhale. Let's, one more time, flow. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Back to a downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Bend those legs, come up onto the toes, hop forward. And we're gonna hold here in a Malasana squat. Press out on those knees and stretch out the inner thighs. Now what I want you to do is I want you to rock side to side. Feel a nice stretch in those inner thighs. We're almost done. You're gonna take the hands behind you and sit down. You're gonna bring the feet to the front. You can pull the toes out and roll the inner thighs out. A nice stretch here, deep breath, inhale. Keep the feet here. I want you to take the right hand to the side of the head and pull down. On the left shoulder with the left hand and the head with the right. You're gonna look down and then you're gonna twist and look up. And release it. Look down and look up. And you're gonna release it. Walk the hands out. And you're gonna take the left hand, pull over on the shoulder or on the head. Right hand pulls to the shoulder. Open up the head and the neck. Nice shoulder stretch. Look down and up. Look down and up. Release the hands down. Deep breath. Clasp the hands overhead. Stretch it out. And bring it to the front. One more time, deep breath. Inhale, clasp the hands, exhale. Bring it to the front. Shake the arms out. That was your workout for the day. I know it was a little bit longer because I did the flow. You don't have to do all of it. If you're only doing the work part of it, it's under an hour. So have a great day. This was day 1. We are going to do day 2 and day 3 this week. I expect you to do them with me. Lower your weights. Do the workout. See how it feels to do 3 days of the freestyle training
I do 5 to 6 of them. So this is what I do as my workout. I have shortened it. Have a great day. Be safe if you're doing something for labor. Actually, you won't see this until tomorrow. Well, you'll see it later today. So I hope you had a safe day today. The birds are now going to wake up. Have a great day. If you like the video, remember, thumbs up it, subscribe to my channel, and share it with some friends. See you soon. Thanks.